So when we talk about all the things that are going on, and I think Mississippi is the greatest when it comes to music, film, sports, all things.
Okay.
Do you agree that film really is Mississippi's kind of mecca, in a sense?
Well, we're a big music state, aren't we? Mm-hmm. And just visual arts in general. So if you talk about film as a visual art, then yeah.
So big on arts.
Yeah.
And y'all are going to show this to people who may not know what goes on in the film industry as far as Mississippi is concerned?
Yeah, so the film festival is an opportunity for me to showcase some films that I've seen over the last year or so. A couple which are made by Mississippi filmmakers, a couple shorts here. We'll have one about Jackson musician Tort Chamberlain, and then Jason Bolden, who's a Delta artist. Those will be on Friday. Tort's films on Friday, and then Jason's is on Sunday. But yeah, just a chance to show some films that don't get released in Mississippi, right? We have great artists here, but we're a bit of a smaller market, so there are really great films out in the world that don't come to Mississippi, especially theatrically. So it was important to find space for some films that I think the community will really resonate with, that they may not see otherwise if they maybe or they could download it later on or stream it somewhere later. So yeah.
So now when you talk about Stranger Than Fiction, that's the whole point in y'all's deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Why that name?
Yeah. That kind of came to me organically because I saw a film in Birmingham at the Sidewalk Film Festival, which is a great regional festival. And the film is called Secret Mall Apartment, and it's about a group of friends who built an apartment in a mall and lived in it for 4 years. Oh. And so the film blew me away. It's about art and community and all this kooky adventure of living in a mall. And then I thought, man, you couldn't make that up. You know, that's Stranger Than Fiction. And then I started to see some other films that kind of fit that theme. And so we have documentaries and narrative films, but there's something to the stories that is kind of weird or off or different or fun. And so that was kind of, felt to me like a theme that kind of tied it all together.
Nice. All right, so you can get an opportunity to come and see all the films that you're talking about and all these other things where this weekend?
Yeah, so if you go to strangerthanfiction.eventive.org, that's where you can purchase tickets, passes, learn about the schedule. All the events are taking place at the Capri Theater and Fondren Yard in Fondren starting Thursday night at 7.
All right, and I'm looking at that right now on the screen too, so it looks like Saturday, y'all kind of action-packed.
Saturday and Sunday is a full day. For anybody watching that's interested in the film industry, it was important to include a workshop to have some educational components, some workshop, creative workshop development opportunities. And so Saturday at 1, also at the Capri, we're going to have an introduction to the film industry workshop. So there's a lot of elements to production, for example, skill sets that folks across Mississippi have that they may not know that those skills can connect with film production in the film industry. So it's important for us to talk about ways that people who are interested in learning more about the industry may have skills that can translate into the industry, to talk to them about ways they may not be as far away from that as they think. And so we're going to have a conversation for a couple hours, 1 to 3 at the Capri for that. And that's free and open to the public. We ask people just to sign up so we get a sense of who's going to be there. But yeah, and then a couple of doc screenings Saturday afternoon and night. And we'll do movie trivia Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay, I know.
Wait,
So movie trivia Saturday night, and then we're going to have DJ Young Venom is going to live score a silent black and white film Friday night in Fondren Yard starting around 9. So for all you late night owls. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now you said
movie trivia.
Yeah, I had to bring you some movie trivia.
Okay, I can't look at the screen.
You can now.
I can now? Okay.
Okay, which of these movies were filmed in Mississippi? Cadillac Records, My Dog Skip, Oh Brother Where Art Thou, Breaking News in Yuba County, A New Orleans Noel, A Day to Die, Black Snake Moan, The Autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman, and How the Gringo Stole Christmas. Which ones, huh?
I'm going to say D, all of the above.
Okay, you know your stuff.
All of the above.
You know your stuff.
There was one that kind of, I thought maybe I couldn't remember Black Snake Moan.
It's a half and half.
If it was Tennessee or, okay.
It's a half and half.
Yeah, but all of the above, which is a lot of people don't realize.
Exactly.
There's so many films that are made here in Mississippi, and you may not even know when you watch it.
So will they also get to kind of get that understanding when they come to the film fest?
Well, I mean, we're partnering, so that workshop especially, we're partnering with the Mississippi Film Office, which obviously oversees productions in the state, the incentives, which are great. And so, yeah, we'll talk a little bit about the films that have been made here. And that's another part of hosting a workshop like that is we're not just trying to tell you, hey, you can be in this industry, but good luck. There's work to be had, you know, here. And so if somebody wants, it's great for part-time work. If somebody's really wants to dig in and have a full-time career in the industry, they can do that. It's easier to stay in Mississippi to do that than it's ever been. And so, yeah, being able to give people the resources, information, knowing when films are here. So, yeah.